635078. This is for the 2019 Ram 1500s 5.7. They're finally available, so here's an install video for you guys. You know what that means? We gotta take this thing out so you can put the truck inside the garage, and that calls for a cold start. First thing we do is, to make it easy, we pull out all the parts and set them aside so we can see exactly what we have. First, disconnect the negative battery. Number 2, disconnect the vent, crankcase vent, which is this thing right here. You have to press it from the bottom, and then you just pull it just like that. Also, you have to disconnect this mass airflow sensor just like that. Comes right out. Number 3, loosen the hose clamp that secures the factory air intake tube and disconnect the tube. So just like that, you loosen this thing up, and then just comes right out just like that. Okay, number 4, we just gotta pretty much take everything out. There's nothing else left. You just gotta pretty much pop it. Just like that. Guys, while we're at it, we had an extra throttle body spacer from a 2018 Ram 1500, and we just noticed that it actually works on the 19s, so we're gonna install this at the same time. So it's pretty simple. It comes with the extra bolts, the longer ones, 4 washers, and that's it. The kit comes with 2 different types of bolts, the shorter ones and longer ones. So for the late models, you have to use the shorter ones, which is the ones not in the bag. So let's use those with the washers. Just like that, you put the gasket on the spacer, the thin part goes in, and then you have to match these 2 holes, that one and this one, with those 2 things right here. So it just goes in like that. And then we put the spacer, the throttle body on top, and the 4 bolts and the washers. And then you just pretty much hand tie it. Okay, back to the intake. We're gonna have to install this thing around the trim. So let's do it. Step 5, you're gonna have to install this with the 2 provided bolts and washers. Like that, it's installed. Step 7, we have to take all these things right here out of this old box and install them on the new one. Step 8, we just have to install it right here. That's it. You have to put the box in here. It's gonna go like that. Sure, when you install the airbox tube, it lines up with the factory tube that goes into the grill. So just like that, that's how it should look. The next step, we have to install this coupler that goes into the throttle body. Line up the clamp, and then just bolt it in with the 8mm. Next one, we have to install the big one on the airbox. Just like that, line it up. Because you have to install this garment right here. Just make sure it's in there really good. And then this thing right here, the quick disconnect for the hose, just tie it, but not too tight, because these things break very easily. That's good right there. Next step is to remove the factory air sensor, the mass airflow sensor, but you kind of have to lift up this tab right here and twist it at the same time, but be careful, they break very easily. So just like that, you lift it up and turn it, that's it, and then you just pull it out. Step, install the mass airflow sensor in here, get it in there pretty good, just like that, all the way till the tab touches, so right about there. Yep. So and then that's it. Just install the last 2 clamps on here, and then you can install the tube already, just like that, like that. Next up, we have to just connect these hoses back in, so just like that. Next step, we have to just pretty much install the filter, and that's the last step of all. So just secure it in there. And this is it, guys. The intake is in. You're just gonna have to connect the battery, and that's pretty much it. This is the final look. Looks a lot better than stock, that's for sure. Give it a start. Drive to see if Michael will actually notice a difference. Now, of course, he has an exhaust, but we're gonna see if he actually notices a difference. What do you think?
Yeah, big difference.
Really? Already? Yeah. We're gonna do like floor like all the way once these cars go away from you. Now, this is how you add 10 horsepower and 15 foot-pound of torque according to K&N. That was a What do you think, Mike?
Yeah.
That's it. Truck owner approved, so this is it. And just like that, that's a wrap for today's video, guys. If you like the install video and you guys need more, like and subscribe. And we'll see you guys on the next one.